Our poll question, sir. Why is the poll question about scandals today? What is this about?
This was a Smitch idea,
Okay.
and it's a good one. It's Nancy Kerrigan's birthday today.
Okay.
So we're
talking about
we're going in
Olympics.
We're going in that direction.
We're talking about Olympics. We're talking about figure skating.
Figure skating.
We're talking about American icon sports figures.
No.
That's not what we're talking about?
No.
That's not what Nancy Kerrigan brings to mind?
I mean,
She was iconic when she was skating. You bet she was.
fantastic figure skating career. Pride of
Right.
Massachusetts.
She was clearly the best in her sport at the time, which is apparently why somebody took a stick to her leg.
Kept her? Yeah.
So we're going to go...
hired somebody.
We're going to go most bizarre sports scandal, because that certainly is up there. Nancy Kerrigan, Tanya Harding deal. The Lance Armstrong, all of it. The Astros, what they
Trash
did.
can?
And Rosie Ruiz cheating in the Boston Marathon.
When she took the
it
tee,
was
right?
best.
She took the tee.
took the
That's
train.
your winner right there. Come on.
Yeah, I mean,
Took the train.
Could you imagine?
Thought no one would notice.
Could you
She
imagine?
cheated the Boston Marathon.
that is.
Did she take her bib off on the train, though?
I
Like to just take it and put it
I'd
in her
have to
pocket and
refresh
makes it
my
just
memory.
seem like she just went out for a jog and then took the tee to another stop and then ran out? That is particularly,
That's ballsy.
you know.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, she would have got out. She would have been outed on Twitter in a second. I think Rosie Ruiz is on the orange line right now.
I ask you this, sir. I'm not asking anybody else, but I ask you this question.
Yes, Rich, go.
What is the ballsiest scam you pulled on somebody?
Wow.
I'm gonna. The ballsiest scam I ever pulled in my
this
life.
is, again, for
is
somebody to
actually
run
funny.
the Boston Marathon
You're gonna laugh.
and then say, you know what, I'm just not up for all 26 plus miles
Nope.
today.
I
I'm
got
going
a
to take
good
the
one.
train.
And
I'm
I
going to
may
take
get
PT,
in
public
trouble.
transport. Okay,
I
so
may
what
get
is...
in trouble.
what do you got?
Ballsiest scam I ever pulled.
Yes,
Mike, statute of limitations. You're good.
you're fine.
World Series. I wanted to go to see the Padres and the Yankees play down in San Diego.
1998, yes.
So tickets were for the game, the first game of the
Through the roof.
yeah,
Game
there were two.
3.
Three, exactly. Were hard to come by.
Yeah.
So I was like, I want to get a pass. So I'm like, and I know Fox could get me a pass.
Yep.
I took one of the executives' passes and then got these little ladies to stick the name on it.
Yes.
Basically, whited out the name and put my name over the pass to get into the stadium. No, that's bad. Now another one I got is for Live Aid, the big concert that was in Philadelphia.
Right.
We basically
Yeah.
and concerts like that.
Yeah.
I'd fake backstage passes. I've done that for years.
Yeah, no,
but that's big.
No, I've got one.
Go
This
ahead.
one-
Did I mine?
You tell me. No, this beats it.
What?
High school.
Oh, I've heard this story.
Physics. Hated physics. Again, how many times do I tell you? I believe in science. I think right now it's very important that we say publicly how important science is. And all you kids out there, don't do what I did, which is tap out on physics. I couldn't stand it. Sweet Mr. Panetta was a physics teacher in high school, Susan Wagner High School, Staten Island, New York. My Staten Island buddies are going to freak that I've told this story publicly. I blew off a whole bunch of lab experiments that needed to be written out and all that. There were lab experiments. I had to write out these lab experiments. They were numbered. So my teacher came back at me and busted me. Mr. Panetta says, you're missing all these 5 labs. You're missing lab 5, lab 10, lab 16, lab 20, lab 23. So I just, instead of copping to all 5 of them, I copped to just 3 of them and insisted that I did 2 of them.
Okay.
Swore that I did 2 of them. One of them was Lab 16, the famed Lab 16, because that was the one that he said, I swear you couldn't do Lab 16. And I made him on a 90-degree day in Staten Island, New York, bend down and look through his entire files system, looking for a lab that I knew did not exist, but shined it off that I did, fully knowing that it's worse to lie about not doing a lab than not doing a lab at all. But as one other famed New Yorker named George once said,
Well,
it's not a lie.
It's not a lie if you believe
And
it.
I believed it. I believe that Lab 16 was existing and it's going to be in that font. I got credit for doing Lab 16.
Yeah, you game the system.
I mean, Rich.
Because I wasn't going to make up all the labs.
No, of course not.
I've got something like that. It's pretty bad, but
Well, I got to do that. Well, let's take a. We're up against the end of the hour, but I'll ask each one of you.
I got to think.
Come on, you've had to scam something like that, but none of it raises to the level of the Boston Marathon.
No,
have we all put our thumb on the scale here? But I mean, no, we're talking about bizarre.
Bizarre.
Hiring somebody to whack the leg of your Olympic rival to take her out.
That's nuts.
allegedly.
That's
Okay,
insane.
allegedly.
No, I mean.
She
By the
still
way, I
denied
remember
it.
all of it. I remember Jeff
remember
Gillooly, Sean
Crazy.
Eric Eckhart was
Yeah.
the guy who
Yeah.
bashed
Wow.
Nancy Kerrigan.
Yep.
I remember all of it.
The why,
I remember they
screaming, the
showing her.
wailing.
My favorite Sports Center moment from Charlie Steiner, and there's many of them, was him running, go Google it, him running down the list of valuables that got separated, property that got separated in the divorce between Jeff Gillooly and Tanya Harding. And the fact that one of them got the tool shed. He giggles halfway through it and could not keep it together. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.